Hi guys, how you doing? Welcome to my weekly analysis. It's been a while I did this. I've been caught up with a lot of things. This week video is not just going to be about analysis. I'm going to actually mark up. I want you to see why I have the buyers I have so that you can learn as well. So on USDCAD, I'm looking for a sell. But you can still do a buy for a sell. Let's get right into it. Why do we have a sell for USDCAD right now? So I will do AU, then I will do USDCAD. I'm already presently in an AU buy, and I'm still expecting it to go up, which is why USDCAD buyers of coming down is also in line with this. So why do we have this? Why do we have this? Why do we have this? So let me mark up a new pair. So let's do on. Is it free? Yes, it is. So let's start from the monthly, guys. Please follow me on this. So we've had this going down for quite a while now. It has been on a downtrend until recently on the weekly when we broke, or let's say on the daily. Yeah, when we broke this high and we had this other block to play with, which the market came for now. So while it got here, we were waiting for the break of this high. So we were waiting for the break of this high that created the last low, which happened here. So that made, so let me carry this back. So that made this red candle. After this high was broken, which is the break of structure, that made this whole red candle your demand zone, right? Another block. So once the market came back in here, we were looking to do what? To buy, which went well. Gave us that buy the way we wanted it. So even if it had a trend line, all this, right, it was like a retest of the trend line coming all the way from 1, 2, 3 touches. So it was like a break and retest of trend line. So, but coming back from here, I gave this to my students for this buy last week. It came there and reacted accordingly. We've been holding ever since. What I'm looking for next is after the break of this side, however, I decide to come all the way here to, maybe get into another block. I'm not sure that it will happen, but even if it does, it's just giving us another opportunity to get in for the buy before it goes higher. So which is why I'm in on the buy on AU. And so let's go back to why we have USDCAD for a sell. So FX, let me use FX here. I hope it's not that one top. Okay, it's not. I want a naked chart, guys. Bear with me. Is this naked? Okay, so let me just remove everything. So let's start from the monthly here again, guys. It's very simple. Just the same thing we've been saying. This was a downtrend until this high was broken, right? Although we have something like a demand zone down here, the market is yet to come and touch after the break of this high, right? But nevertheless, in as much as the high that was created has not been broken yet, right, there's still room for the market to come to this demand zone, right? So because we have a break of this high, that has changed the bias of the market from a downtrend here to an uptrend. So let's continue. So let's continue. So recently, After this high was created, we had a break of this low that created this high. So that is telling us the market might be thinking, nothing is 100% sure in Forex, right? But then because if we broke this low here, the market might be thinking of actually, going up here to catch some momentum, then coming back here to this demand zone, like I said. So on the weekly, what we have, after the break of all this, we had this zone here, this little green candle. Let me zoom in so you guys can see it. That the market came for, right? Came for it here. So that would be our supply zone that the market came for here after breaking this low. So that has given us the confirmation we needed. Are we following? So originally, after this low was liberated, a lot of people would have had their trade here in this. So let's just stick to this. Let's say the market came here. So it broke a low here. A lot of people will have this candle here as their watch lists to get in on the sell when the market came back here. In fact, after this little reaction, a lot of people will be on a huge sell. But then the market came back off to get liquidity, which is how the market works at times. So what I have been doing ever since was I had my trend line here, right? Patiently waiting for that trend line to be broken before I can try and get in on the ultimate zone. Especially because I'm dealing with a USD pair. I'm dealing with a USD pair, which is one of the most traded pair in the world. So it's one of the most manipulated as well. So the market can decide to do anything just to get a lot of people's money, which is why you have to be very careful with USD pairs. So of recent, so when I get to the daily, I have a high, a low, a high. So after this low, I have this high. But then I noticed this was the last low here, and this great candle broke it to the low, right? Giving me a bias that, okay, when the market comes back for this green candle, it might react, which it did. Are we following? It did. It gave us these 2 weeks telling us, okay, this thing is solid. So after this week's reaction, I was now interested in the trade, right? Are we following? So when we come to the 4 hours, after this little touch of this thing, I had another break right here. Right, another break. After I touched there. Once this low was broken, I was interested. Which is why I said, I think it was more clear on the 2 hours. Yeah. Which is why I was now saying, after this low was broken by this huge gap, if the market, after creating this set of liquidity here, right, if it can find its way to this supply zone here, I will be interested in trying to carry it. Remember, I still have my trend line here, which is why I want to go really far. But I'll be interested to carry it. It's just going to be maybe a 35 pips trade and carry it to the zero here. Ultimately, what I was supposed to do is do from point A to point B here and try to target, right? Try to target the negative 27 here, which is always our TP2, right? But then because of that trend line, I don't know what will happen when the market hits this trend line, which is why I'm willing to stop my trade from the zero and watch what happens from the trend line. If I get a break and retest from this trend line, then I'll know maybe ultimately the trade is now ready, right, to come back to the demand zone we have below. I will follow him. But till then, I'm going to sit my hands. So for now, that's what I have in USDCAD, guys. I'm expecting a sell back to the 0% on USDCAD. So that's what I have, guys. Let me give you one more I have a trade for you. Gold. Yeah, I'm expecting to sell on gold too. I'm expecting to sell. Why do I have that sell? Let me see. Okay, let me give you this for the second one. Yeah, okay, so when this liquidity was swiped, we have a break, but the market did not come back for this supply zone, which is why I'm waiting for the market to come all the way here, swiping all this liquidity. All these are liquidity, guys. Right. So swiping all this liquidity to tap in here, then go lower. But because of this trend line, I will not really look far down there. Once it gets back to the 0, I might break even, then wait for what is going to happen. But I'm looking for it generally. But don't forget, GU and EU are still on a buy. Sometimes gold goes the other way, so don't get carried away. Oh, okay. Let me give you one more bonus. One more bonus. AUDJPY. If you can join the sell, of recent we had a break of the low. So if this market can come back to this sweet supply zone above, you can join in on the sell all the way back here. Do not go beyond here, guys, because this is still a break of a high. So the market might be decided to come for this demand zone right here. Right, so the market can decide to come for that. So if you catch in on the sell here, right, if you tap in on the sell here, I did not really put all the old details here because I just saw it. You have to train your eyes to see things easily. You have to train your eyes to see things easily. But then this is just what I can show you. Right, liquidity was swiped as well, but then we have the break of the low. So this is a good supply zone. The market has a lot of liquidity here, is going to swipe. So people will have some sell orders there. So a lot of confirmation. So I'm looking for this to tap into this, then come lower. It's a good 1 ratio, maybe 5 risk to reward. So like I said, that's another one. So I'm looking for a sell on AJ. I'm looking for a sell on USDCAD, and I'm looking for a sell on gold. Let me know which one you're able to get. That doesn't mean all of them will do exactly what I'm planning or what I'm expecting, but if you can catch 2, or even if it's 1, it will cover up for the remaining 2 losses, even if they go against you, right? But just be careful, do not over leverage. Any trade can go against you. Make sure you wait for your confirmations. Like I said in my profitable trading is very boring because you can go weeks without getting your confirmation or getting into any trade. You have to be really patient. You have to be really disciplined. Wait for all your confirmations before you get in on any trade, right? So guys, that's all I have for you. Thanks for joining in. I'll see you guys next week. Hope you are good. Hope you are learning. If you have any question, if you want to join my personal team, I drop on my trades. And if you want to learn one-on-one, I putting you through all these things, explaining it to you in details on a one-on-one class. Please reach out to me. I'll see you guys next week. Take care. Bye.